Dear USA, all nations and 7.9 plus billions of humans, I just want to have this as a generic civil justice sign off. Whatever I want for the civil justice, for I am displaying the USA government errors, public sector errors, private sector errors, and how USA government operations got destroyed, and for displaying the absolute monarchs scandal. I, Vethapriya Prose, wanted these civil justice to be provided to me. Okay, so I'll just read this sign off so that it will be in all these other sessions. Okay, so for I, Vethapriya Prose, native Indian tribe, Christian Jew of Israel, Judah, Jerusalem, and true owner of USA, and proved USA is Tamil Nadu, and I, Vethapriya Prose, have highest impasse eligibility to lead USA. I must be the interim leader of USA now is civil justice served. And for I, Vethapriya Prose, displayed USA government errors and the scandal of absolute monarchs to USA government. I, Vethapriya Prose, for civil justice as in Holy Bible guidelines. I, Vethapriya Prose, want United States of America nation to rename Lord Ripon Building in Tamil Nadu, India, after my name Vethapriya is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya Prose, to become the Vatican leader now is civil justice served. And Pope Francis resigns abruptly now is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya Prose, become Supreme Chief Civil Judge for all nations, now is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya Prose, become Supreme Chief Family Law and Supreme Chief Children Judge for all nations is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya Prose, to become Global Poverty Relief Medical Director Chief for all nations, to lead and guide World Bank, United Nations organizations, World Health Organizations, Center for Disease Control, Department of Children Families, Department of Health Services, Department of Justice, Department of Revenue, Department of Agriculture, Department of Imports Export, Department of Military in all nations across the globe is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya Prose, to be the ambassador for all nations, starting with India, and I, Vethapriya Prose, should get dual citizenship of USA and India now is civil justice served. And thank you all for your time. Take care, my dear fellow mankind. I sure will get civil justice for entire human kingdom in 1 minute. Thank you all for your time. Bye for now. Say all nations and 7.9 plus billions of humans. I hope we are all on the same page that I'm providing a very, very crucial, very, very important closure of civil justice sign-off for myself, and it's a multitasking. And to be on the same page, I'll just quickly run through this civil justice, and the highest overview of this session of the civil justice ongoing civil justice is all about vegetables, the V word, right? So again, I want to put a quick, provide a quick overview for you all, my dear fellow mankind. When I was working for the Poverty Free Earth End of the Year 2030 Volunteer Project, how many humans are there? 7.9 plus humans, right? Out of that many humans, okay, 5% of the population of each nation are educated population. They all must have gone to any of the education professional services, be it law school or medical school or that category, right? But then nobody knew what is basic essentials, right? So I stood up and educated. I'm the first human, my dear fellow mankind. This I have to say, because that's how the Facebook and all the people who worked with me in the volunteer project side by side, they will relate. Oh yeah, this is the lady, the Vethapriya. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, she was the one who educated. Means I stepped in, okay? You all will not believe it. I stepped in and educated what is vegetable. It was the very first time after my education alone, even the educated population got to understand what is vegetable at the first place. So if you see, my education was a very, very foundation level only. People were thinking, oh, why this lady is educating all about the foundation, which we all know, but they never knew, isn't it? The population never knew what is basic essential at the first place. So I stepped in From my end, I was doing a multitasking. One side I have to educate the population, one side I have to educate the government, right? And the other side I have to educate what is a vegetable. Oh, you're laughing, right? So why I said you will not believe it? Because there are a long list of vegetables, and I patiently, as a true civil doctor, patiently, one by one vegetable by one vegetable. One vegetable has how many types? Like that I educated. And first time in the entire human life cycle, the population got educated about what is vegetable in the first place. Until I educated, people never knew what is vegetable. That is the pathetic state, my dear fellow mankind. Please do not laugh. No. With that education alone, I saved trillions of dollars for each nation. Okay? I educated what is a vegetable first of all, and then I educated what is vegetable by vegetable, right? And then I also educated how each vegetable is being farmed in the farmlands by the farmers, by sweating their blood in the farmland worldwide, right? I educated how there's a farmer in Africa. I educated what a farmer in South America. I educated what is farmer in India, like that. So until I educated the population never even knew what is agriculture. So I have to educate what is agriculture. Then population never even knew what is FDA, Food, Drugs and Association or agriculture things. And then USDA, the agriculture organization. They never knew what those organizations are. Then I stepped in and educated. Those are the extended medical services. They are the ones who signs off, okay, this vegetable can be provided to the population in the grocery store. No, this vegetable cannot be provided to the grocery for the population, like that. So until I educated that basic birthright, it's a human right, isn't it? The civilian must know how a vegetable is being created or being, provided with the labor. Just like that, when the civilians adding the vegetable in the rice or a pasta or in a burger, right? They should know where that vegetable is coming from. It's coming from the planet Earth, right? It's coming from the dust. So how then I have to educate? People never knew what is dust. People never even knew what is earth. Do not laugh. Please do not laugh. It's not funny. So I have to educate what is planet Earth, what is core of the earth, what are the chemicals that are on the earth. And I explain each and every single thing about in the periodic table that provides the different kinds of chemicals that are classified and grouped as gases, liquids, semi-liquids, right? Solids. So gases comes under the types of oxygen, carbon dioxide, like that. Then the chemical compounds, the liquid state and the semi-liquid states all comes under the components like metals, right? Like iron, aluminum, like that, zinc, selenium, like that. So I went each and every single, so that means people never even wanted to go to the chemistry class anymore. I finished that education already. Meaning the very basic education done. Right? So then I went and educated, okay, see, every chemical compound has a structure. This is how the chemistry classes goes. That's why people want to get into the chemistry class, means these are the things they will have to undergo for education. So I provided that part of education as well. So how many people, how many younger generation loved to get into the chemistry class just because of my education of higher overview. I just provided a very basic foundation of what is chemistry and how chemistry, right? What are the reactions, like that. I just provided very highest level of education, that's all. So once that I provided help to the younger generation to choose their career pathways, right? And the other side, I have to educate the population what is a vegetable. They never knew. Each civilian, when they're using holy planet Earth and when they're using the grocery, nobody knew what is a vegetable. That is the saddest reality. Until I educated, it's only after my education people knew what is a vegetable. And in this past 5 years alone, past 5-6 years alone, since spring 2014 up until spring 2019, I provided all the education, isn't it? You all must have seen lot of reforms is going on in the retail processing as well, right? From Walmart to Amazon. They are already in the handcuffed mode. They already must be going to the jail mode only already. They threw acid on my face because they knew that they will be ending up in jail because I displayed their crime, isn't it? Who is Walmart to provide unconventional, hormones injected, toxic, genetic modified foods to the population? They provided poison, right? They provided what? One more time? P word. The poison. The big P, the big poison to the population. They can say, see, Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth II only asked us to provide the poison. What can we do? I'll say, please, Walmart, go in jail. Let me step in. I will start leading and I will work on when to provide bailout. I can bail out Walmart, but I cannot forgive Walmart for whatever the Walmart, the Republicans, the cunning people, the self-centered people they did to the entire population. Along with, they also threw acid on me. They threw acid on me. But I was just only helping Walmart. I was helping in retail infrastructure design solutions, and that alone Amazon listened to that design, and he took the design. You all got it, isn't it? They all knew right in front of their the software world knew right in front of their eyes, this lady is providing a multi-year $1 trillion worth of project. And they just could not buy me out, right? Because they knew the design is so perfect, patented design, and it's all inside my brain. Facebook today will get it, right? Oh yeah, this lady, yeah. She educated about each and every single vegetable means. Imagine the labor I provided. Nobody in the earth, in the entire human kingdom, I broke that world record, my dear fellow mankind. I educated everything. Every single vegetable, what is a vegetable, how it is created, how there are vegetables created under the ground, how there are vegetables created up on the ground, and why people have to wait for a time for the harvest. I educated. Now you all got it, isn't it? The truck drivers are indeed the backbone of grocery, right? Do you all want to thank the truck drivers, isn't it? I know, we are all humans, right? We are all born champions to love each other. We are all born champions to respect and honor other people's talents, isn't it? I cannot drive truck, right? I do not have that talent. Maybe with the training, I can. But for me, that is a talent. I respect and honor them. And when I drive, I don't know about my peers. When I drive on the road, the moment I see the truck, I provide that respect and honor. I slow down myself and give them the enough space for them to feel comfort on the road to drive for them safe. But that is the minimum help I can provide. Beyond that, that is out of control mode, right? Always. Vehicle can go break down on the road, flat tire. Or snowy weather can provide a slippery road. I already said, At one point of time when I was driving, it was a snowy road. A long truck was coming. And I was about to cross the lane. And the truck was this very close to slip. We could see, right, that wiggling part of the truck. But then it was just a little thin layer. I escaped and that truck driver also escaped that day. I wish he is still living. I don't know, pure stranger, isn't it? Nobody knows nobody when they are driving on the road, but still they provide that little bit of the responsibility, accountability, the clean love, right? The mercy, the grace, the defensive driving, the yield to the people to drive. When I drive in a very, I always make sure that I maintain that speed. And if the people are driving very fast, I yield them. I wish they do not get the ticket from the car, but they drive. There are people who drive recklessly. There are people who will non-stop will be keeping on changing the lanes here and there, right? So what went wrong in the humanity? If there is no truck driver, we all will not be having any vegetable in the household to cook or to eat. So I educated that. See, population, this is how the one vegetable is created. I picked and chose bell pepper, everything. I educated about each and every single vegetable, means bell pepper, spinach, cabbage, everything, radish, carrot, like that, one by one, one by one. So now the population, whenever they are going to see a carrot or a bell pepper or a cabbage in their household for cooking, they will know how cost is labor provided by only strangers, isn't it? I don't know any of the farmers. Do you all know your farmers? Unless and until you have your own relatives, right? I don't know any farmers. All I know is they shed their blood in the hot sun on the farmlands. They work. It's a lot of labor. Same like a surgeon providing lot of labor in the surgery, it's the same labor. But who gets highly paid? Always doctors, isn't it? The farmers are never helped. So again, I stood up as a friend, as a true friend for entire farmer population. When nobody stood up for the farmers. I am the only one human, a woman, broke the Guinness World Record and educated. The farmers must be provided with healthiest salary. Until I educated, nobody knew what is a farmer. Please do not laugh, my dear fellow mankind. It is a very pathetic state that how each and every single nation is in as of today. The year is already 2021. Only 79 years left to see the 21st century. I don't know. I don't know whether I will live. I'm already in the middle age, isn't it? For how long we all have to be fooled by this government providing this kind of a poison? Walmart was injecting poison to the population forever. What is Walmart going to say about it? It's okay if the Walmart accuses me to death, right? I displayed the crime raw, isn't it? And that's why they all joined with that October 2018 and they provided that robocall poverty mandate. Are they humans? You all keep your God-given hands on your hearts and tell me, is Walmart human? I still go and shop in Walmart or any other grocery because I already said everything is a garbage, isn't it? Your clothing is clothing means what? The clothing stores are garbage, be it Old Navy, be it Kohl's, be it Amazon. They're all garbage. They are prostitutes, right? That's why they fooled population by injecting poisons, isn't it? Are they humans? Are they humans? If you go and ask all the CEOs or all the doctors or all the Senate population or all the president's population, they will eat only healthy organic foods. They never even bothered to step in and educated Walmart. Hey, dear Republican, holy, perfect Walmart. No. You cannot feed poison to the population by providing unconventional, not hormones injected foods. They never said. Now tell me, what will Bernie Sanders, the Senate of State Vermont, will do? He talks sweetest, isn't it? And what will Elizabeth Warren of State of Massachusetts will do? Yes, this session is also going to a little later because it's very crucial, isn't it? It's one of the very crucial basic essentials type, and until I educated what is basic essential type vegetable, nobody knew what is a vegetable. Do you all know what kind of a pathetic state each nation is in as of today, as of this moment? I am educating again one more time. Whatever I finished this education, that means I'm providing a double labor. Meaning then all the people who worked with me, the poverty-free earth, will just relate me. Oh yeah, this is a lady, confirmed. Until I educated where will Costco will have its face? Tell me. Now you all got it, right? All the puzzles got solved. You all might be wondering why Apple, why Google, why Microsoft, why Hawaii, why Walmart, why Costco. I became a victim of abuse in the hands of these selfish people. They threw acid on me versus I was just displaying the errors and I was only providing the infrastructure design solutions for them. I completed with an excellent retail design solutions. Do you all know that? Meaning I was providing cornerstone, stone by stone, foundation stone by stone means I finished the infrastructure design of a retail how it should be. It's not easy, isn't it? It's not. It's never easy, but I finished. That's why these people got envy. They got jealous of me, of my wisdom. Because I was displaying all the crime right in front of entire human kingdom means population are getting educated, isn't it? One side population blood boiling of how they were unjustly paying highest cost for gasoline. I already educated, right? And how they were been paying unjust full ways in for the travels, the ticketing. And people were getting frustrated, isn't it? And these people were they were purest form of jealous of my wisdom. They just want me to get rid of me. They just want me to burn. And for that alone, they threw that acid on me, the robocall poverty mandate. What would you all have done? And above all, just to steal my job, the rightful job. What would you all have done, my dear fellow man? Can you all tell me? It is because of the God-given strength I'm living. I'm super frustrated. Okay, I educated what is vegetable, right? And there were there was one organization called as a non-GMO organization, which is also a agriculture organization. I don't know whether it's a non-profit or it's just an organization. They will immediately say, yes, we remember that lady Vethapriya. Oh yeah. Monsanto knew me. It'll immediately get reminded. Oh yeah, it is because of that lady Vethapriya only we, Monsanto and Bayer got merged. Oh yeah, like that. Why? It was Monsanto who was providing that fertilizers, right? Fertilizer, then I have to educate what is a fertilizing agent. It is a it is a soil, right, mixed with chemicals to be added for a food for the plantations. Huge acres and acres of lands only will be farmed, right? So by providing one drop at a time, it's impossible. But then this Monsanto will provide chemical fertilizing agents, line of product like Scott or something like that. You all know Scott is in the jurisdiction process because it is having a cancer creating agent. I already said, right? After my education only, after 2 or 3 years of education only, then the prostitute, Monsanto, filed with slapped with a lawsuit, and African was fighting for the justice. I don't know whether he got the justice or not. These cunning justice teams are very cunning, isn't it? If only that farmer was a white skin, then they would have provided that much $millions. But initially they said they will give that millions of dollars, and then they reduced it. Even in that, they proved how cunning they can be. But God is God always, isn't it? Can you see? And he was fighting for his death. And he was just asking for enough funds. That way his children can be taken care of even after his death. But those people, they never took answers. You know, this is how the broken justice works, right? They just enjoyed his dying. They enjoyed that African's suffering. I don't know who is that African. A stranger. You'll go and look into those news. Are they humans? They are prostitutes, isn't it? It is them they created. So this Monsanto create the cancer creating agents, fertilizers to the plantations. I educated that crime as well. They all became jealous of my wisdom. They all jealous means I'm educating population about their birth rights, the civil rights, the human rights to know, right? They did not like it. Because they passed that way 500 years, right? By injecting poison alone, Walmart passed its entire Walmart life cycle. It created a dependency. Without Walmart, population cannot live more, right? Because even if you want to go for a gallon of milk or basic essential, there's a Walmart. And out of eating the blood of the humans, the Walmart became rich. Remember, I read it from the Revelation 18. They are all the prostitutes. They are still prostituting with Pope Francis and the Queen Elizabeth too. So they all joined hands and they provided that. Can you all see how the puzzles got solved? It's not only President Trump. One person cannot create this kind of a disaster to me. No. It's a global network of scam that joined hands and they provided that scandal to me. Brett Kavanaugh's side, he wanted to steal that job. That's all. And all along, I'm just displaying why President Trump is innocent. Can you all see? Please, my dear fellow mankind, please open your eyes given by God. Pray to God. God, please let this eyes see the justice the His way. Then if you open your eyes and see, you will see President Trump is innocent just because he's never a lawyer. Tell me, how long President Joe Biden? For past 50 years, right? He would have known. He would have known what is Walmart. He would have known what is Costco. He would have known what is Target, right? How many minutes, how many seconds, how many years he had to slap, to discipline this Walmart and guide them in the rightful way as a lawyer. You all tell me. He is going to destroy the USA more in pieces, my dear fellow mankind, by the time 2024 comes. USA will be in pieces. Already USA is in 2000, it's in the Stone Age era only. When we are already running towards the science and technology era, the population, the educated, the software world are running towards the robo era. The USA government, Mitch McConnell, all these oldies only. If you see, all these people are oldies. That's a pattern, right? Mitch McConnell is an oldie, Schumer is an oldie, and they want to make sure they are safe and all. That's a super selfishness in them. They're all prostitutes. Prostitutes are selfish people because their job is to fool people. Right? All along I've been educating, please lay off. I was only educating. I want President Trump to resign now and sign the job offer to me. That way he gets the highest honor in entire president's life cycle. Right? And that is how I can even bail out entire male population even. Please do not impeach President Trump. This is what I educated. Now, after educating the vegetables, nobody knew what is genetic modified vegetables, isn't it? I have to step in and educate that as well. Imagine the labor I provide. I educated what is genetic modified means. The chemistry people are called as chemists. Okay, they are come under the pharmaceutical, the food and drugs, and agricultural umbrella. They are called as a scientist. The labs, they work in the labs, so they can add the chemicals and work on different reactions, chemical reactions, and see what can come out of it. Right? That is what this chemistry is all about. So, but then these people became so evil, isn't it? They started to inject these genetically modified hormones to the vegetables, innocent vegetables, be it eggplant, be it cabbage, be it radish, be it cauliflower, be it corn. We all love corn, isn't it? Oh, I love corn. The grilling and just adding that lime and then little bit of that cayenne pepper, the spice on it with the butter. Oh, I love it. Or I love to steam that corn and have it with just like that. I love it. This is me. I like all vegetables. I don't know about my peers. I love it. But then, imagine when they injected these kind of toxins inside each and every single vegetable you're going to pick up. Be it onions, be it chilies, right? Because they all grow on the ground, earth. And Monsanto provides the toxin fertilizers on side. And these chemist labs, the scientists, in the name of education, in the name of scientists, in the name of education, in the name of chemistry, they want to show that they are the gods, isn't it? And they literally destroyed entire vegetable plantation processing. If you go see, the cauliflower will be in red color, green color. Can you all see nowadays? And if you see the vegetables, when I grew up, the vegetables used to taste so good, right? The vegetables, the milk, the meat, everything you eat, you can taste it. It's so good. But then with this unconventional food, if you're going to eat it, it is always like not like a food, but still we all got fooled by it because no other go, we still have to get to eat, right, to live. So we all have been paying the dollars for getting ingested with poison after all, without any awareness. And when I was going for unconventional food shopping with $100 few years back. So now $100 will not be enough because the cost of living is increased, right? So I just divide $30 for vegetables, $30 for meat and poultry, $30 for milks and eggs, and then snacks. So I just provide a rough thing and then I go to the grocery. Now tell me, how much of poison does Walmart, does Costco, all these people have ingested on my human body for that many years? And I paid state tax, federal tax, right? 1 carrot will be what? We'll have a state tax and a federal tax. And then the Monsanto would have injected that poison fertilizer. And then the USDA and FDA chemical labs must have ingested hormones, toxic hormones, to that 1 carrot. For our civilians' eyesight, it is just a carrot. A wonderful carrot, right? Because it has a bright orange color. Carrot. We go home, we eat, we all feed with our family and children, friends and everybody, right? A carrot. How many carrots are there? Can you count? No, right? How many potatoes are there? How many chilies are there? How many bell peppers are there? How many spinach are there? How many cabbages are there? How many pumpkins are there? So what is Walmart, Amazon are going to do? Can you see? They all handcuffed mode. They all must be in the jail mode right now. And because of this fear only, they knew, right? Because they knew that they were only injecting poison for the population. They were just ignorant and they were just thinking nobody can take down Walmart in ashes. It is headquartered in Arkansas, right? Arkansas is a southern state, right? It's one of the slave states, but maybe it can say it can be a free state. No. And who is ruling all the southern states, my dear fellow mankind? One more time loud, though you cannot talk, right? Yeah, it is Queen Elizabeth II. It is Queen Elizabeth II. She is living 95 years. How? 99 years her husband. How? When these Walmart were injecting poison to you and I, to everybody, every single second, and we all been paying to get that poison. Can you see that crime skyrocketing? Carrot is not free, right? A cabbage is not free. You have to pay a dollar amount, at least $1. And then there will be a state tax, a federal tax. Then you have to waste the driving time because you all have to commute. We cannot walk to the Walmart. There are some communities that has close by Walmart that the people can walk. So gasoline cost. And along with that, there must not be any family feud or fight or any of that emotional thing. You add cost for everything. How many people, when they are finished at their work when they are on the way driving back home, they will think, okay, let's finish the grocery back home, and they will do that job also. They'll be tired once when they are calling it a day, once when they're done with the work. They'll be tired, isn't it? All they want to do is just go home and sit on the couch and have a cup of coffee and just relax, right? But then they will say, okay, no, it's okay, let's go to the grocery, let's do the grocery work also. It is always the women who knows what is there in the house and what is not in the house for the cooking. Excellent caregiver, right? Women are always the definition of caregivers, my dear fellow mankind. That is why women are always women.
Yes. I already educated how that double innocent women become super evil, right? I'm talking about a true woman is an excellent caregiver. Excellent caregiver. Now tell me, all these Walmart, Amazon, they're all men only. They proved they can never be caregivers, right? I don't know whether these CEOs have their own families and children or not. I don't even want to know about that. Whether they are married, whether they are widows, whether they are divorced, whether they are LGBTQP, I don't even want to know that. That's not my job. It's their choice, right? But then, on the highest level, they proved men are scandal providers. They are the hell creators after all. Whatever that is okay for them according to their will and pleasures, they make it a legal law. Whatever the men do not like it, if it is a civil justice, they make it illegal. Right? You all know, right? How the justice has been fighting for the marijuana, opioids to make it legal. You all got it, isn't it? And how on the earth the cannabis, the CBD oil came into legalized worldwide. And how there is an abuse of power. And all along President Trump is purest form of innocence. Don't you all see? Can you all see why President Trump is innocent after all? He's innocent in my book of civil law. That means he never knew any of this purest form of scandal. He's been backstabbed. Because he's never a politician, right? So that is why this cunning, selfish prostitute Mitch McConnell chose President Trump to be the nominee. Out of nowhere. That's the cunning behind that too. And President Trump never knew what he is going to get into just by being a president of USA. Other than the salary part, benefits part, those are all fancy stuff, isn't it? It's a bonus after all. When you're going to become a president, it's a bonus. But just leave that part aside, because anybody who is going to become a president will get that perks, will get that salary and benefits. It's a generic thing. It's the same for all presidents. I'm talking about how presidents gets backstabbed. They become helpless mode. On the highest level, they can see with their own eyes there's something just not right in the grocery, the retail. But they just cannot help it. They just cannot. This President Trump was the one who went after Amazon. You all know, right? So that means worldwide the people were talking about the tax only. During the 2017-2018 part, people were talking about the tax, and I was the one all along saying, hey, nobody should pay tax, and they all became jealous of me, and this, just like that, they threw the acid on me. China was talking tax. India was talking tax. Amazon was talking tax. Apple, Microsoft, Google were talking tax. Walmart could not tolerate that I displayed Walmart's crime upfront. This crime is deadliest because Walmart has to pay the price, isn't it? The Walmart CEO. They all will talk sweetest talk only. This is the patterns of abuse, of behavioral pattern of foolish people. Can you see why Walmart is at fault and President Trump is innocent? Please, my dear fellow mankind, please pray to God to ask you all to see with a wisdom eyesight why President Trump is innocent in a purest form. Tell me, what is President Joe Biden going to do about this? So I educated what is genetic. This session is also going beyond. It's okay, because we are all working on a very important issue here, right? Vegetables, the basic essentials. I educated genetic modified means these chemical labs, they will inject what are different hormones, enzymes, different chemicals accordingly to the vegetables. They are called as the unconventional, meaning if you go to the grocery, they will be displayed organic foods one section and unconventional food one section. Unconventional food will be 95% and only 5% only will be the organic section if you go and see, right? So people will see, for their eyesight, they will see this is also potato, that's organic, also potato. And conventional, the conventional, the non-organic, the genetic modified carrot is also carrot. Organic carrot is also carrot. When you're looking at the price, let's say for example, 1 carrot of unconventional carrot can be $1 versus organic carrot, the same organic 1 carrot can be $10. Now tell me, what can a middle class family will do? You all tell me. Keep your hands on your heart and tell me. If you are getting a monthly paycheck in affordable pricing based on your cost of living, people can directly go to that organic section and pay, even if it is costly. Pay $10 for 1 carrot and eat it, because they know that $10 of 1 organic carrot does not have the toxins and will not create diabetes and will not create any infertility and will not create any impotence for the men, and it will not create any sexual malfunction for both men and women, and it will not create any cancers. Rather, they will get the raw vitamins and minerals from the healthiest created carrot. They do not have to go to the hospital, right? Their dental will be cleaned. They do not have to go to the hospital, no. So then, when the people eating the healthy organic foods, they do not have to go to the hospital. What will happen? You tell me. Hospitals will have to be sealed and shut down, right? Because they will not have any business. They'll not have any population coming to their hospital. The doctors will not have any jobs. Because by eating healthy organic foods, people get healed, divine healing with the God-given food. It's called manna. In true Christianity, God-given food is called as manna. M-A-N-N-A, manna. There is no other food that's compared to the God-given food. It's healthiest food in the earth. The mother's breast milk is the healthiest food for the baby, right? But they want to destroy that taste also. Baby milk formula. The chemists, they wanted to add chemicals to it, whatnot. So that's a crime. That's $1 trillion crime. They want to make a business out of that, making baby milk formula. They never wanted the regular breast milk to be fed to the babies worldwide, when that is the healthiest food for the babies. So who created that havoc? Pope Francis, the prostitute, Queen Elizabeth II, the prostitute, and what is Walmart, all these people are going to say, because they sold those baby milk formulas, isn't it? We all never knew. We all thought like a toilet paper thing. We all thought, okay, monthly that diaper cost, monthly that milk formula cost. It's all highest cost. If you go in your grocery expenses, those will be the highest cost. right? We all never knew how they destroyed even on the breast milk of women level 2. The birthright stripped out, isn't it? Are they humans? You all keep your hands and tell me, is Walmart human? No, I will still shop with the Walmart and Amazon because they are garbage. See, if we all became dependent mode, right? We all cannot throw out everything. I already said. Apple should be shut down, Google should be shut down, Walmart should be shut down, banks should be shut down, mortgage should be shut down, Department of Welfare Services should be shut down, Department of Health Services should be shut down, Senate should be shut down, Congress should be shut down, House of Representatives should be shut down, President's organization structures should be shut down, Republican government should be shut down, right? And the Democrat government should be shut down. Now, please keep your hands on your heart and tell me, how on the earth President Joe Biden can even shamelessly or shamefully can be in the White House with this crime? Walmart provided poison to the population forever. We never knew. Even today, the people go and choose this unconventional foods, not aware that will create type 2 diabetes, type 1 diabetes for the children. People never knew, households never knew why there's a obesity, why the children and the adults are getting sick, why there is a nut allergy, why there's a milk allergy. No, those are all the food that's a God-given food. It should be healthy. There should never be any nut allergy, right? There should never be any milk allergy. So you all got it, my dear fellow mankind. It's only after my education. I educated when people eat, I already said, right? When toxins are injected to the plants, they become genetically modified plants. So the vegetables or the fruits, the foods we eat becomes genetic modified. They inject hormones and enzymes, right? So when we humans consume that, our human operating system has DNA and mRNA. Acids, bacteria, they all get alternated. Got it? When they get alternated, the regular human operation that needs to be working, it will not work. Meaning the liver will not work the liver way. It will malfunction. So that creates a diabetes because the insulin will not be produced correctly. So by eating these non-GMO products only, all the people who are in the diabetes world got diabetes. Nobody knew why they got diabetes. Nobody knew why there's a type 1 diabetes. Nobody knew why there's a type 2 diabetes. Who knew that? Dr. Fauci, Dr. Brinks knew. Now tell me, when they were busy marketing for the mask, why they never said that they have to provide a mask for each and every single vegetable? Can you see how I'm frying them in ashes? In a stylish way? This is how civil justice should be. When I say when they never provided mask for the carrot plantation, means what? They never provided guidelines for Monsanto to never provide that poison, isn't it? They poisoned the planet Earth, so that's another crime. Can Dr. Fauci pay me $1 trillion, multiply with entire size of volume and width and size of planet Earth and give me that grand total dollars to me, $1 trillion to me in next 1 second? Can Dr. Fauci can do that? I'll say get out. Just get out of the, resign. Get out of the medical services field now. Go enjoy your retirement life. Just get out. You created the destruction. It's okay. Just get out. That's the innocence is identified. I will step in. I will slap. I will discipline. I will guide my people, my blood drops. Nobody knew how people are getting into the transgenders mode, isn't it? I educated. When people eat these unconventional foods, the DNA, mRNA changes, right? The chromosomes, the important part of the cell operation, the human operating system, gets malfunctioned. So that is how it comes under the birth defects only, the transgenders. And males have female hormones and females also have males hormones, right? Do you all know that? Do you all are aware of it? I educated that as well. So womb of a man is what? Woman. So who am I? You keep working on that assignment, okay? That's a fun task I provided for you all. I'm just providing here and there clue. That's all. You go figure out who am I. So tell me, these vegetables, the poison, the unconventional must be thrashed to the garbage, right? Right now, with this live testimony, you name any grocery stores worldwide, they should throw away all the conventional vegetables in their grocery facility in next 1 second. Walmart has to pay $1 trillion for provided that unconventional foods to each civilians. Amazon has to provide that. Target has to provide that. Costco has to provide that, and Sam's Club have to provide it. That means highest level $4 trillion to each civilian. We never asked for unconventional food, isn't it? Did you all ask for it? I'm absolutely positive no. Because we have all our own day-to-day things that we have to handle with. We do not even have that brain set to even ask for that. Hey, Walmart. Hey, USA, please provide the genetic modified food vegetables so that we will pay tax, sale tax, and federal tax, and we'll all eat those food vegetables, and we'll get nice cancer, nice type 2 diabetes, left to be marked at. When we are in cancer, we get to go through chemotherapy too. Oh, that'd be super fun. We get to lose our hair, we go bald, and then they will also provide surgery, and we'll get to lose our organs too, to be shamed at. Oh, how nice it is. Please, USA, dear USA, you are so wonderful, USA. You all jumped from heaven. Oh, how perfect Republica government. Oh, how holy Democrat government. Please, provide genetic modified vegetables for us. We want to get cancer. We want to get diabetes. Please. We never begged. You and I, we never begged, right? Are they humans? Is Dr. Fauci human? Is Dr. Brinks a human? They all will eat only organic foods. They will not even bother to eat those chemically created foods from the lab. Chemically created foods from the lab. This is just only one crime, my dear fellow mankind. There is a lot more of crime. You keep puking on the face, stylish way, on the face of Pope Francis. Let him lick your puke and die in ashes. And we all can throw him on the volcano. He is educated. I already said, these Roman Catholics population, these fathers, the archbishops, the superiors, the mothers, the nuns, all prostitutes, right? They are the highest educated population in the whole wide world. When they eat the food in their plate, super healthy, super richest food, every single meal, even a cup of drinking water is healthiest and richest food they have. Nobody knows that. I am aware of it, and I'm educating, that's all. A beggar will be begging for food. This archbishop will be having super richest food, enjoying the suffering of a beggar, being hungry. So you all puke. Whatever puke you want to puke, just puke on the face of Queen Elizabeth II. Puke your puke on the face of Pope Francis. Puke your puke stylish way on each and every single Islam leaders, Dalai Lama, yoga gurus. Let them all lick the puke and die in ashes. Let St. Peter's Basilica, Roman Catholic Christian Cathedral Church, let it fill with all the puke pool. I just handcuffed Pope Francis, Queen Elizabeth, and had mandated them to kneel down in front of entire human kingdom, isn't it? I sure will get the justice for all. For how long? For how long? With my education alone, I slapped on the face of USDA and FDA, right? Then they got it. They were thinking they can just get away free by creating all this crap for the fellow mankind. But they just got slapped one fine day by me, by Vethapriya. I am that I am. Do you all know in India there is no food labeling? That's another crime. That's the highest scandal behind it. Nobody knows. So now, if you all get to eat the organic food, then that moment you will realize the difference. Oh yeah, you'll get into that memory lane mode. Oh yeah, this organic food tastes like the one which we were used to eat when we were young, that generation, like that. Because that unconventional food, though it looked like the food in our eyes when we eat it, it's never tastes that way, right? But we all lived through it. We all ate it. Anyways, we all paid to get that disease on ourselves. Yes, my dear fellow mankind. People were misguided in a very wrongful way. Anybody will think, okay, if you are going to get $30 of grocery versus $100 of organic food, why would you even have to spend $70 extra? People will go towards the $30. The brain operating system. So they targeted the brain operating system and they destroyed. Walmart got all the luxury. They are the merchandise. They are the prostituting with Queen Elizabeth II, right? Queen Elizabeth II throws a lot of dollars in their mouth of Walmart, mouth of Target, mouth of Costco, mouth of Amazon. They really don't care. The dollars blinded their eyes. The dollars blinded their eyes. If only the $1 trillion of worth of mask was not provided, that $1 trillion would have been budgeted and provided. Hey, provide $100 for each civilian for minimum to get basic vegetables per week basis. Right? How easy is it, right? When I educated, when civilians get healthy food in from the grocery, it is the nations who is going to become rich, right? Because when civilians are healthy, they will not be diseased, they will not get diabetes, they will not get cancer, they will not get sexual immorality. I mean, sexual immorality, I want to talk about sexual malfunction. Part of it, right? Then there would not be any need for rental womb services. They destroyed everything. They destroyed even the basic sexual operation of each man and each woman. They stripped it off. People were just wondering why they were all getting into those kind of stuff without knowing the true meaning, the true scandal of thing provided Pope Francis, the prostitute, Queen Elizabeth, the prostitute. When people getting married, they cannot become pregnant, they'll be mocked at, right? That's another $1 trillion scam. Purposefully mandated by Pope Francis, after all. So when they get mocked, what can they do? That'll be in-laws, family politics, everybody will mock. Oh, see, you did not get pregnant. See, that couple, they got married, they became pregnant. Oh, see, why only one child? No more child? What happened? Oh, you got married so late? Why? See, they got married young and they are getting lot of children. They people who mock and bully the other fellow mankind, they really don't know what they're doing. That's innocence there, right? I was the only one who stepped in and educated them. Stop that. Just stop it. Because it is Pope Francis who created the impotency. It's the Pope Francis who created the infertility. It's the Pope who created the cancer. It's the Pope who created the birth defects. It's the Pope who created the transgender. It's the Pope who created all the diseases, you name it. Please go and mock Pope. Fry him in ashes. Just throw him in the volcano. I educated. Right? I educated the rightful wisdom. Walmart jealous of me. Amazon jealous of me. When the Pope, they became like a Saint Judas. Got it? Because the dollars will blind the eyes. They are merchandise. They are only business people. Even President Trump had little bit of conscience, I would say, right? But these Walmart and Amazon, their eyes got blinded because Queen Elizabeth was throwing dollars of dollars for whatever destruction they were doing. They became like Saint Judas to me. Versus I was, with my wisdom education only, Amazon infrastructure, they got rebuilt. Otherwise, Amazon was a regular online shopping tool only. And Walmart, jealous. Can you see the crime? How the behavioral pattern of foolish population functions? When wisest says wise wisdom, these foolish people will always be fools only. Now tell me, if at all that $1 trillion mask was not even created in the first place, that much $1 trillion could have been used on a healthy food processing, right? All the retails could have even got rid of all those conventional foods on the grocery shelves, and they could have been replaced with organic vegetables and provided just one organic vegetables for entire human kingdom, flat rate, right? How easy is it? Can you see, through this COVID-19 crime, it is always God's name alone be glorified? Yes, my dear fellow mankind. I stood up in front of entire infertility couples worldwide who have been bombarded non-stop with this bullying and all this crap that's going on worldwide. Even in the family gathering, they have to undertake that shame. It's too much of emotional trauma created for them, isn't it? For not fault of theirs. It's never their fault. It's never their fault. And even when people are healthy, men and healthy, women is healthy, only if it is God's will only, they can even become pregnant. That is a normal way. So even in that normal way, this Pope Francis wants to destroy that, to make people to curse the true God. How many people who cannot become pregnant curse true God and worship Pope Francis only as God? That is how he wanted to make it. Nobody knew. Nobody knew just by eating this conventional foods, the genetic modified foods, they get all these diseases. I educated. I'm the first one. I broke the world record, and from USDA to the agriculture to all the public organizations of United States of America became mad at me. I could sense it, right? Jealous. I already said the people will always be jealous of me only, and it's never my fault. You all got it, right? I want to hear one more time tell about that workplace part where I will provide the task rightful way, how the higher officials will look only my rock solid work ethics. They'll be awe of my design solutions. They'll be just wondering how on the earth, without knowing any system, this lady is cracking down everything, right? And now you're seeing it with your own eyes. Out of 7.9 plus billions of humans, I'm the one standing alone. And it's all these acid thrown on me created because of jealous. Nothing else. Because of jealous only. I'm just average Jane. I'm just an average Jane. I'm not, and colored skin. But it's only because of jealous people threw acid on me. How many times I have to take the acid on my face, the scars on my face. Self-esteem is stripped off, right? Self-respect is stripped off, right? Once when being all these scars on the face, taking mocking after mocking, bullying after bullying, it's too much of emotional, right? I'm still laughing, I'm still living, I'm still eating, I'm dancing, I'm singing, right? Because God's name alone is glorified, and I must get the civil justice according to the Holy Bible guidelines only. Now tell me, what is President Joe Biden going to do about that? He gave a job offer for Dr. Brinks. Oh, the crime is so skyrocketing. At least at that point, he could have not done that crime, right? He created that crime. He provided the job for the Dr. Fauci, created a disaster for the fellow mankind with lifetime scars, right? Are they humans? You all tell me. So Walmart has to pay me $1 trillion. Amazon has to pay me $1 trillion. Target has to pay me $1 trillion. Costco has to pay me $1 trillion. And Sam's Club has to pay me $1 trillion. $4 trillion altogether. Pay me. Before feeding the poison to me, they should have thought, oh, they can never feed poison to the civilians, right? They should have shivered. They should have feared God only. Walmart should have feared God only rather than fearing these prostitutes, Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth II. They should have feared God. They should have said, we will rather shut down the Walmart, but we can never feed poison to the population, right? They never did that. That is crime, deadliest crime, my dear fellow mankind. So when you all got it, it's why the civil justice is multitasking. When Walmart is going to pay me $1 trillion, the Walmart has to pay $1 trillion for entire human kingdom, worldwide. Worldwide. 7.9 plus billions, multiply with $1 trillion, that much amount the Walmart must pay, Amazon have to pay, everybody have to pay. Oh yeah, I am a worst kind of a tax collector. Who are them to create diseases for you and me? Who is Walmart to create diseases for me? I already said the disease creators must be disciplined. They have to go to the jail. The Walmart have to go to the jail after all. The Target have to go to the jail after all. They can say, oh no, see, we provide the 6 feet logos on the Walmart floor in the cash counter thing, and we all provided the discipline. I'll say, just go get yourself locked up in the prison. Because do it yourself, go run now. Just lock yourself in the jail. Amazon, go lock yourself in the jail. Costco, run now and lock yourself in the jail. Be on the waiting list. It will be out of my mercy. Means they've provided poison to the population. Why nobody educated and high educated? It's just only one carrot, right? Well, people will not drive all the way to the grocery to just get one carrot. Please do not laugh, it's not funny. They will get a carrot, a mixed vegetables, right, according to their choices. Nobody can define. I cannot define my peers, a civilian, you should get only carrot. No. I cannot enforce, see, you have to eat only sweet potato. You cannot eat the other Russell potato and all the other potato which tastes so good. Good. No, you cannot. No, I cannot define that. It is their wish, right? I said what? Civilians should go to the grocery, pick and choose whatever they want, and they must go home and have it. But it should be healthy food only must be there in the grocery. So then, okay, I educated about the genetic modified food. Then what did I educate? Do you all know? Yes, you all should know, right? Because this much labor I provided. Education. I said a regular grocery store guidelines, according to that guidelines of wellness of humanity process, unhealthy stuff should never be in any of the grocery stores. What is the need? What is the need for all those magazines which talks about the gossips of the politicians and royals? Why? What is the need? Remove it. And I could see those changes as well. Then if you see in the cash counter, you can see all the gums, right? Sugar-free gums, alcohol gums, tobacco gums, what not. All poison ingested gums only will be there on that cash counter. I said, what is the need for that? Why people need gum, bubble gum? What is the need? Throw it in the garbage. And this sugar-free means I have to educate. See the chemical structure. The aspartame is a cancer-creating agent. And the aspartame traces back to China and Japan, etc. They create the China salt. It has its own name. It's always created to increase the flavor of the food. It's called China salt. That has the cancer-creating agent. Japan, China, they hide the truth. And they ingested that aspartame in the Coca-Cola, in the Pepsi, all the pop drinks, the Fanta, the Sprite. We all have been there. We all have been there in that boat, right? Oh, the Coke advertisement, you have to enjoy that advertisement. Oh, wow, how cool it is, right? The same thing goes for the chocolate too. Goes for the beer, the alcohol too. I said, just throw those in the garbage. A grocery store, what is the need for that? And tax, sales tax, and federal tax for that as well. I don't know about my peers. I've chewed the bubble gum, didn't grow up my ears. There used to be that Big Fun or something like that with flavorful bubble gums. And after chewing, I'd blow up like big bubble and boom, that blow it up. It's super fun. I don't know whether my peers, you all have, it's my understanding, whoever went through that younger age, they would have gone through that fun part. And even when, it just go. Sometimes if you blow the bubble, it goes beyond that nose, and when you pop it up, it all sticks on your face. Oh my God, those are like memory lane, isn't it? But then they even wanted to ingest toxins in those bubble gums as well. That is what I'm concerned, right? A bubble gum, when it's created in a very like normal thing, but then when it is not healthy, why even have to feed it? And now people got it, isn't it? How many chewing gums are there? The sugar-free. They all have toxins in them. By feeding those toxins to the fellow mankind without any awareness, these people were getting riches, merchandise, according to the Revelation 18 chapter Holy Bible. Now tell me, what is Walmart going to do about that? Each and every single chewing gum, the content in that is toxins. And most of the chewing gums are eaten, consumed only by younger generation, right? It's a known thing worldwide. But then, did it out of purposefully? Was there an ignorance, no education? I would say they are at fault, right? Because these kind of common sense of thing, there's no need of any education. So Walmart knew what crime it was doing. Target knew what crime it was doing. Costco knew what crime it was doing, but they just overlooked it, isn't it? They just overlooked it. Now tell me, what is President Joe Biden going to do? Yes, my dear fellow mankind, I want President Joe Biden to just get out of the White House. He's going to destroy more. Yes, the people who provided the riot on the January 6th, they were sending out a true message to the whole wide world. If at all President Joe Biden is going to take over the nation, the USA will be destroyed, means they provide the true message. People never got it. Foolish people will never get it. Now tell me, we all have been eating genetic modified food. I very recently once when I was working on that poverty-free earth, and around that time, I slowly started to change. Because we know the truth, right? Oh my gosh, we have been eating all along the wrong food. But then, when we do not have money, we cannot go and shop. We have to restrain. So this is how they provide that poverty one side, they create disease one side. I said what? 100% of the diseases are created by Pope Francis. I'm proving it. I'm proving it, isn't it? I'm proving it. The diabetes is never a disease after all. It is a curable disease, but how they market it. It's a lifelong disease, like a heart attack, like a blood pressure thing. It will never go away. You will die like that. Fear. They create fear, isn't it? They create fear. If you change if you drink a glass of conventional milk from organic milk, you will know the taste, the difference. I don't know about my peers, my dear fellow mankind. I'm not ashamed. I love full fat. Full fat milk, the whole milk. And even on the deserts in India, back in India, they make a lot of desserts out of milk alone. The Europeans have to learn how many desserts that can be made out of milk alone. We Indians, we make lot of desserts out of milk alone, and I love the milk desserts. Oh, it's so tasty. You all have to taste it. But then there again, some people do not like milk, the cow's milk I'm talking about. There is one sweet called in Tamil as Pasundi, which is created by boiling that thick milk, the full fat milk, for a long time to make it in a, like condensed mode, right? And the dessert is made out of that. Oh, it's super taste. That's my favorite dessert. Whenever I used to go, in growing up years, I used to get that dessert only. Everybody has their favorite dessert, right? But then, in here in America, they don't even know that dessert even existed, right? It's created out of milk. And the other one I like is rasmalai too. It's also made out of paneer, the soft cheese, and then soak it in the milk with nuts. I'm a nuts person, and yes, my favorite nut is peanut. So this is just a little bit about me here and there, So that means I love that cheesecake, That's me. So tell me, how many types of milks are there, right? Fat-free milk, lactose-free milk, allergy-free milk, nut milk, vegetable milk, this milk, that milk, what not? Do you all know how even nut milk came into the grocery? It is only through me. It is only because of my wisdom education, my dear fellow mankind. Today people are eating that, enjoying that nut milk. It's because of me. Do you all know why? 5 years, 6 years back, only soya milk and only cow's milk was there on the grocery. I want you all to take you all to the memory lane, the timeline, right? The memory lane process. 6 years back or 5 years back, only cow's milk and soya milk alone will be there. I educated why the babies get milk allergy. How many children, even they love to eat ice cream or drink milk, they cannot eat it. They cannot eat the ice cream because they are allergic to the milk. Then I provided with my analysis and educated. There is something that real crime that is going on. I figured it out. It's Pope Francis who created every havoc, right? Genetic modified food. It's a unconventional food. It's a genetic modified milk that created the milk allergy. And I also educated the soya milk is never healthy. It creates cancer. It has a cancer creating agents for the women because of the hormonal imbalances. It can create cancer. Then I educated about each and every single nut available in the earth. First time people know what are nuts. I know you all are laughing about go nuts mode, right? Oh, no. Or am I Mr. Planter, the peanuts, the logo like that? You go work on. I educated what is peanut. It's a poor man's food. It's a poor man's protein food, high protein food. I don't know about worldwide. In Tamil Nadu, one of the staple nut is peanut. There is all nuts, but one of the staple nut is peanut. They cook with peanut, they eat with peanut, They snack peanut. I educated them. And then I went and explained about all the different types of nuts. It's okay if it's going a little bit long, it's okay, because we are talking about an important grocery crime here, right? I went and explained about all other types of nuts. So you're got it. There's almond milk, cashew milk. Then even they came up with oat milk, peanut milk, rice milk, whatnot. They want to provide an alternative for the cow's milk. Why? Do you all know why? I went and provided on education, on the fly education. See, the digestive system of the cow is different. The digestive system of the human is different. So that can be one of the root causes for the milk allergies for the babies. Because it was a very long time analysis model. I was analyzing during the spring 2014, spring 2015 time-ish, right? I was doing fast, it's 24/7, I was providing education, non-stop. So people got educated. When people get educated, they will run only through the wisdom ways, right? So immediately the FDA, USDA, they all joined hands and they started to provide the nut milk. So now you all got it. When you go to the grocery store, you get to see cow's milks there and long list of nut milks also there. It's because of my labor. It's because of my wisdom education. You all should know what cooking the Indians do. There's a lot of cooking. With only rice, there's a long list of varieties they can cook. Long list. And even when I don't know about my peers, when you're talking about the yogurt, I love full fat yogurt. If you see that there will be that cream on top of it, the fat, the top of it, the cream, the yogurt. I love it. This is me. And even if I want to make a tea out of that milk or the coffee out of the milk, I use the whole milk. For me, if at all I want to, I'm not a very coffee fan. See, if only I have a coffee, then I can pass the day. Otherwise, I will die. I'm not that. Same thing for tea also. For me, it is like, it'll be okay. Why can't I have a nice coffee? Okay, let's go make it. So then I will brew with the coffee, and then I will use the whole milk only and create that nice tasty coffee. It's the same thing for the tea as well. Then I was the first one to educate chai and tea is one and the same. Just chai is a Hindi word for tea. And everywhere, if you see, there will be chai latte, right, in Starbucks. Now they will relate. Oh, yeah. The lady explained about that. Oh, yeah. When I explained about everything, I think they got it. The Starbucks, I educated about the Starbucks crime long time back only, not today, long time back. And even educated the first time how for a cold and flu, everybody in India knows, that is 1.3 billion of humans, right? Each household, head count, they know. They boil the milk, they add a little bit of turmeric, they add a little bit of pepper, they add the raw sugar, the jaggery, created from the sugar cane. It's the healthiest sugar you can get in earth. And then if you're going to have that, it's healthy for your flu and cold. I educated them. Simplest recipe, isn't it? I already already said, Indians, they cook well. It's just they go out for relaxation only, they feel to go out and enjoy and have the food in the restaurants. Even they go to the Indian restaurants, they know whatever, if you see in the Indian restaurant buffet, all the Indians knows to cook those food in their households. But they just go out because everybody needs a break time from the cooking as well, right? Because it's a lot of labor. I love to enjoy to go, I already said. So this is me. Yes. So people can even market me, oh, see, why this lady loves all that fat, full fat milk. Oh, no, that's wrong. This is me. I'm just explaining it. I've used 2% and fat-free, the skim milk. Nothing. For me, this full fat milk, I love it. Okay. Even back in India, there is just only one milk. I don't know whether now they have the full fat milk or fat-free milk. They had only one milk. Okay, that brand. And we could see the real taste of that milk. Milk used to taste like milk. That's what I'm educating you on. When these unconventional modified milk came in, the milk never tasted like milk. It tasted like something we have to drink for whatever, like that mode. So they destroyed everything, isn't it? We all got fooled. We all got injected with toxins, poisons, without our awareness. And that too, we only went to grocery, we only paid it for, and we paid tax, sales tax, everything. When we paid sales tax and federal tax, Walmart should have known that they do not have any birthright to feed poison to us, and they fed it anyways. So they have to pay me $1 trillion. So $500,000 trillion for this vegetable scam is cheapest, isn't it? USA will absolutely transfer direct deposit to my bank account, no matter what. Let USA go crazy. Let USA go spit on the face of Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth too. It's their choice. Let them do whatever they want. You keep puking. Just keep puking. It's a puking time. Because we all got fooled in a very wrongful way, injustice way, right? Don't all think that we should get the civil justice our way. It's a payback time. It's a payback time. So with that said, this is a little bit of overview of the vegetable scandal. Oh yeah, there is more crime. Wait and see. For vegetable crimes alone, Walmart, Costco, the retails have to pay me $500,000 trillion. So there is more crime on the list. Oh, I'm super rich. You are all laughing, right? This lady is super pauper, a beggar. And then see how she started telling that she is the richest. Yes, I am the richest. Okay. So with that said, I will quickly read through this civil justice sign-off. For I, Vethapriya, PROSE, proved scandal of absolute monarchs and proved Pope Francis's Roman Empire King erode as of February 2021. Any salary as in tax-free billions of dollars USA government can provide effective immediate using direct deposit to my bank account. So I am Vethapriya PROSE, native Indian tribe, Israelite tribe, Christian Jew of Israel, Judah, Jerusalem, true owner of all nations worldwide, can help me. Scandal phases of Republica, Europe, nations worldwide. Republica at fault found guilty, prostitutes of at fault found guilty of fatal negligence, USA Republica government, and at fault found guilty of fatal negligence, USA Democrat government, USA-FCC-USDA-FDA-RETAILS basic essentials type genetic modified vegetables and organic vegetables agency nations created robocall poverty mandate is proved and enforced poverty disability to Vethapriya PROSE in October 2018 for Republican government of USA prostitute to steal the rightful Supreme Court job of USA job on October 2018 belonged to I. That rightful belonged to I Vethapriya PROSE. So civil law must be provided now without any delay. So I Vethapriya PROSE, true civil lawyer, true civil doctor, true civil Supreme Judge, owned the text for ongoing civil justice sign-off. At fault found guilty of fatal negligence, USA-Republica government and USA Democrat government as in USA-FCC-USDA-RETAILS-BASIC essentials error. Genetic modified vegetables and organic vegetables agency nations created robocall poverty mandate, and with fatal negligence they failed to educate USA cannot create robocall poverty mandate, and by default created Republica USA robocall poverty mandate to I Vethapriya PROSE, true civil lawyer, true civil doctor, true civil Supreme Judge, and Republican government GOP leader Mitch McConnell, President Trump, Supreme Court Judge Brett Kavanaugh in October 2018 enforced poverty mandate to I Vethapriya abruptly on October 2018, and Republican government of United States of America took away $4,500 on October 2018 abruptly and enforced debt of $10,000 plus since October 2018, October 2019, October 2020, and as of today, February 2021 to I Vethapriya PROSE, and also enforced finance disability to I Vethapriya PROSE abruptly. It is a crime for at fault found guilty of fatal negligence USA Republican government and USA Democrat government, USA Retails Basic Essentials, USA FCC-USDA-FDA Retails-Basic Essentials error is genetic modified vegetables and organic vegetables agency nations created robocall poverty mandate is proved, and when ruling USA they never educated USA should never provide poverty to I Vethapriya PROSE. So civil justice is I Vethapriya PROSE want Citibank CEO to pay off my debt $10,000 plus and sign off tax-free $5,000, and at fault and found guilty of fatal negligence USA Republica government and USA Democrat government, USA FCC Retails, USA FCC USDA FDA Retails Basic Essentials error is genetic modified vegetables and organic vegetables agency nations created robocall poverty mandate with fatal negligence, so must sign off tax-free $500,000 trillion to be direct deposited in my bank account for all types of damages done by selfish, cunning, Islam, Judaism, absolute monarchs, types, wild, endangered species, and hell creators, and at fault and found guilty, Holy Highness God of USA, US Queen Elizabeth II, and Pope Francis, and Republican government of USA will provide needful help accordingly to be in the same page. And yes, my dear fellow mankind, this session is all about the deadliest crime of vegetable crime provided by Walmart, provided by Amazon, provided by any grocery. It's $1 trillion crime. I displayed it and I proved it. It is Pope Francis who created all this genetic modified foods that can create the birth defects, cancer, infertility. If you see in the medical services, infertility is the costliest medical services, right? And genome, the rental womb services, all this crap was created on purpose. So that means, bottom line, if at all we humans get to eat healthy organic vegetables, we would be healthy. We would never have any need, there would never be any need for us to go to the hospital. So it is Pope Francis created all these diseases. It is Pope Francis who created type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes. So $500,000 trillion is the cheapest finance aid for the damages done to me, right? Who is Walmart to feed poison to me? Who is Costco to feed poison to me? They have to pay the price. So yes, thank you all, my dear fellow mankind. Take care. Bye for now. And it is 1 hour and 41 minutes, but it's still worth it, right? Because we all are going to get saved, protected with this particular civil justice sign-off. And $500,000 trillion will be written in the civil book, civil law book. Thank you all for your time. Take care. Bye for now.